Well, hello and good morning to everyone. I am the Popculture Mechanic, and this is Sunday Anime Chat. Today we're going to be looking at Street Fighter II V, the television series. But first off, as we so often do, we will start off with some news of the week. And for that, we go to the Anime News Network. And we'll see what piques our interest here. My Hero Academia anime 6th season previewed in second promo video. A Tokyo Advance screening for the new original My Hero Academia episodes on Sunday also debuted the second promotional video for this fall's 6th anime season. The new season adapts the Paranormal Liberation War arc of Kohei Hirokoshi's original manga, which features an all-out war between heroes and villains. Okay then, that sounds pretty damn exciting. The anime's first 13th episode season premiered in April 2016, the 25-episode second season premiered in April 2017, and the third season premiered in April 2018, and ran for 25 episodes. The fourth season premiered in Japan in October 2019 and aired for 25 episodes. A 2-episode original video anime for the franchise streamed in Japan in August 2020, and Funimation and Crunchyroll streamed the episodes. The show's 5th season premiered in Japan in March 2021 and aired for 25 episodes. A new 2-episode original video anime is screened in Japan this month before streaming online this summer. Crunchyroll will stream the episodes this summer, and it will screen the North American premiere at this Anime's Expo event, July 1st, at 12 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time. Okay, excellent. Let's see here. Hail, Comic Relief Crusader. Good to see you here. Just do this here. I just have to move that and move that over here and put that here. No Macross or Gundam. I'm out. Peace. DJ Ronnie, yeah, not this week. I was thinking about doing a more, seeing as how last time I just sort of did a general overview of the whole Macross franchise. I might start doing like a deep dive into each series, and that way it'll explain a little better to everyone. So that might be coming up in the next couple of weeks. And let's continue on here. So for those of you that are fans of My Hero Academia, this is good news. We're going to have the 6th season previewing. So that's good. Let's see here. Oh, no, didn't want to do that. Let's try this again here. Move this, move that. Okay. That. There we go, that's better. Okay. Anime Expo host Child of Kamiari Month's anime staff as guests of honor. Pokatoon anime short stream in English on Pokemon TV. I'm sure that Woopa Troopa would be interested on this one. Don't mind watching some Pokemon myself. The Pokemon Company International began streaming the Pokatoon short Pokatoon, Scraggy, and Mimikyu in English on its Pokemon TV streaming platform on Friday. The website will stream the whole series of Pokatoon anime shorts, and the official Pokemon YouTube channel will stream the series later this fall. The first Pokatoon short, Pokatoon, Scraggy, and Mimikyu, premiered in June 2020 on the Pokemon Kids TV YouTube channel. All of the 8 shorts are already available on that YouTube channel with English subtitles, although some of the shorts do not have dialogue. Taku Inoue, Man with the Mission, the animation, was the animation director for the first short. Yoshiyuki Koei, who was also a producer of the Pokemon Twilight Wings short animated series, produced the animation short. Short featured animations by Miyako Makio, Ryonosuke Sembo, Shinichi Suzuki, and Shuya Yoshisato. Tsutomi Ikeda drew the backgrounds, and Kei Suda handled the music. 2 new shorts in the series, Hiro ni Naretai Yanchamu. That's Panchem, who wants to be a hero, and Yume no Tsubomi, Dreaming Tsuboni, debuted in May and June. The Pokemon Kids TV channel then debuted the Matate no Koiking, Just Wait Magikarp, short in July 2021. The Poka Poka Magu Magu House, Cozy Slugma House, short in 2021. The Gengar ni Nachata, I Became a Gengar, short in September 21. And Fubuki no Natsu Yasumi, Summer Vacation Blizzard, short in October 21. And Turun no Uta, Jigglypuff song, in December 2021. So more Pokemon coming out for you Pokemon fans out there. Let's see here. Viz Media Manga Plus published Masoki Shindo's Ruri Dragon manga in English. Okay. Japan's video game rankings for June 6th to 12th. Let's just have a look and see what they like in the Land of the Rising Sun. Demon Slayer Kimetsu no Yaiba, the Hinakami Chronicles. That's number 1. Mario Strikers Battle League is number 2. Nintendo Switch Sports is number 3. Kirby and the Forgotten Land is number 4. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is number 5. Man, that's been going for so long. It's unbelievable. Mario Kart. Released back in April of 2017. Minecraft for the Nintendo Switch is number 6. Ring Fit Adventures 7. Gran Turismo for the PS5. Finally, not a Nintendo title. It took number 8 for Sony to have Gran Turismo 7 on there. But then we're back into the Nintendo Switch again. Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. E-Baseball, Powerful Pro Yakyu. Mario Party Superstars is number 11. Monster Hunter Rise, best price is 12. Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl is 13. Animal Crossing New Horizons is 14. The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild still makes the top 20 at number 15. It came out in March of 2017. Number 16, Eiga Gotobun no Hanayome Kimi to Sugushita Itsutsu no Omi. Well, I don't know what that is, but it's number 16. Pokemon Legends Arceus is 17. Splatoon 2 is 18. And Clap for Nintendo Switch is 19. And finally, PS4, The Quarry is 20. That list is dominated by Nintendo. That is something else, all right, I must say. Let's see here. Yes, indeed, eh? Comic Relief Crusader. Wow, that's quite the list. Well, okay. Let's see. Tokyo Revengers anime replaces Tatsuhisa Suzuki with Masaya Fukunushi as Draken. No, I don't know much about Tokyo Revengers at all. Duel Masters King manga ends in on July 15th. Okay. Mononoke anime gets new film in 2023, stage play. Is this? Oh, a live stream celebration. Oh, let's read this. Let's give this a read then, because I'm sure a lot of us have seen Princess Mononoke. Whether this is different or not, I'm not sure. A live stream celebrating the 15th anniversary of the Mononoke anime revealed on Saturday that the anime is getting a film in 2023. The announcement stated the film will be a completely new work. Okay. Kenji Nakamura will return to direct the film with production at Twin Engine. Takahiro Sakurai will return to voice the medicine seller. The above video also previews other projects to commemorate the 15th anniversary, including a crowdfunding campaign and a stage play. The crowdfunding campaign will launch on both Kickstarter for overseas fans and Ubgoe for fans inside Japan. Another project will feature 12 artists, each creating a visual for the franchise. The first visual below is from Yeko Ningagawa, who drew the manga adaptation of the anime. Okay. The Mononoke anime premiered in 2007 and aired for 12 episodes. The series is a spin-off of the Ayakashi Samurai Horror Tales anime. Specifically, it follows the medicine seller from the Bake Neko, or Goblin Cat arc. The Mononoke anime has 5 arcs, the last of which is titled Bake Neko. Kenji Nakamura directed the television anime at Toei Animation, and Takahashi Hashimoto designed the characters and served as chief animation director. Yasuharu Takanashi composed the music. The anime previously streamed on Crunchyroll, but is currently available on other streaming services such as the Roku channel. New Video Group released the series on DVD in North America in 2014. Well, there's an update. Corrected streaming platforms for the TV anime, added in Kickstarter and Ubugoe links. Thanks, Razel Rose and AB2143. Okay, so this might not be what I was thinking of as far as Mononoke. But that's all right. What else we got for news here? If you're a doctor, the Anime Expo screens world premiere of Dr. Stone, Ryusui 1-hour anime special. Viz Media announces spring 2023 book releases, including Nine Dragons Ball Parade, Chojin X, Helk, Tista, and more. No. Nothing. No. G-Kids acquires North American theatrical home video rights to Evangelion 3.0 plus 1.01 film. Okay. So, G-Kids announced on Friday that it has acquired the North American theatrical home video and electronic sell-through rights to the Evangelion 3.0 and plus 1.01 Thrice Upon a Time, Shinin Evangelion Gekijoban film. The company will screen the film in theaters in late 2022, then release it on home video at a later date. The film opened in Japan in March 2021 and ranked number 1 in its opening weekend. The film surpassed 10 billion yen, about US 74 million in the Japanese box office. The film's new Evangelion 3.0 plus 1.01 version began playing in June 2021 for the film's last run. The new version contains minor revisions to some animation sequences, but does not change the film's story. The film debuted on the Amazon Prime Video service worldwide in August 2021. The film is available in Japanese, French, German, Italian, Brazilian, Portuguese, Peninsular Spanish, Latin American Spanish, Chinese, Hindi, Korean, and English audio, as well as with subtitles in 28 languages. Amazon Prime Video is also streaming the Evangelion 1.11, You Are Not Alone, Evangelion 2.22, You Cannot Advance, and Evangelion 3.33, You Cannot Redo. Films in over 240 countries and territories, including Japan. These versions are the adjusted versions of the films after their original theatrical release. Funimation has released these new versions on home video with its own unique dubs. Shout Factory and G-Kids launched the collector's edition of the Neon Genesis Evangelion television anime and the films Evangelion Death True 2 and The End of Evangelion in December 2021, and the standard edition Blu-ray disc set in November 2021. The company began selling digital downloads for the series and films in November 2021. And there you are for your Evangelion needs. Seems like they got you covered. What else we got here? No. Square Enix reveals Crisis Core Final Fantasy VII Reunion Remastered game. Yeah, DJ Ronnie won't ever watch the Netflix cut. I don't blame you. There's that meme for a reason, right? Manga, anime, and then Netflix adaptation, where everything just looks like garbage. I agree. They had a perfectly good soundtrack, yet still redid it. Of course. Always meddling. You're looking it up. What do we got here on? Oh yes, I think you guys might have heard yesterday on Brandon's stream, the CG Studio Orange animates new Trigun Stampede 2023 anime. That'll be interesting. I definitely have to watch some Trigun. Perfectly good English dub, but you don't want to, that's okay. Sometimes streams get derailed, DJ Ronnie. Let's see. Monogatari manga goes on 3-month hiatus due to artist health issues. Oh man. You never want to hear that. Hopefully the mangaka gets better. We don't want anybody to have health issues, especially when have put out some excellent work. And Brandon streams made you want to watch revisit Trigun. Yeah, just by somebody bringing it up and talking about it and how much they like it. It's like, oh, well, I might as well try this. And I used to see lots of people dressed up from Trigun back years ago. A lot of Vashes running around. Live action Rent a Girlfriend show unveils more cast. July 2nd premiere. I wonder if that would be a good show to get into. It is live action, but maybe watch the original anime and then watch the live action and see how they did. Attack on Titan final season. I can't believe Attack on Titan has got so mainstream. When you're walking by a music store, in my case it was HMV. When you're walking by HMV and you look in the window and you see like displays for Attack on Titan, it's like, how did that become so mainstream? What do we got here? Oh, voice actor Subaru Kimura diagnosed with COVID-19. Oh. Doraemon Hypnosis Mike's Kimura had symptoms of fever fatigue on Tuesday. Talent agency Atomic Monkey announced on Wednesday that voice actor Subaru Kimura has been diagnosed with COVID-19. Kimura has symptoms of a fever and fatigue on Tuesday night. He tested positive on a PCR test on Wednesday. His symptoms have become mild. He is currently resting and receiving medical treatment and follow-up under the guidance of the health center. The agency reported that there were no close contacts. Kimura's roles include Jian in Doraemon, Ichiro Yamada in Hypnosis Mike, Aoi Todo in Jujutsu Kaisen, Satori Tendu in Haikyuu, Shoichi Kusanagi in Yu-Gi-Oh! Vrains, and Alan in Gundam Build Fighters. Well, speedy recovery to that fella. Subaru Kimura. Let's see. Well, I'd say that's good. Checking up on the news. I think next up we should get into the main part, and that is talking about Street Fighter 2 V. Now that That came out in 1995. We have here is a little synopsis of it. It has 29 episodes. They're about 24 minutes long. Yes, it came out in 1995. But before that was Street Fighter II, the animated movie, and that came out in 1994. Which was a good movie. I definitely recommend watching that. But in the Street Fighter 2V, Ken and Ryu are teenagers now, and they're just learning that they are not just the end-all be-all when it comes to martial arts. These guys are learning that there's people out there that are way more powerful than they could ever hope to be at this time. So as it says, Ryu and Ken Masters are close friends and both are martial artists. In order to become better fighters and learn new techniques, they travel the world and are exposed to many different fighting styles, as well as meeting new people during their journey. They find themselves caught up in a conspiracy perpetuated by a mysterious organization called Shadow Law. Both now face their ultimate challenge and must fight for their lives as they combat the evil M. Bison. So, as it goes, watching episode 1, this is where we meet Ken and Ryu, as Ken invites Ryu from America to Japan, or from America, he invites him. Ryu's living in Japan. He invites him over to San Francisco, and they meet up. And as they get settled in, Ken decides that they should pay a visit to a bar by a military base and try to have a little bit of fighting practice with the soldiers there. Well, they mop the floor with most of the guys, and they're feeling pretty good until who should walk in but Sergeant Guile. And he really just lays the beating down to Ryu because he has a bunch of combat training. So that is sort of their first setback. And as Ken gathers up Ryu and takes him back home so he can rest up and tend his wounds, Guile mentions that he admires Ryu's guts for always getting up after getting beat down. And that's how they end the first episode. In the second one, Ken trains out in his personal dojo and gets ready to go find Guile at the airbase and make him pay back for giving Ryu a sound trouncing. So he goes there and he picks a fight with him. And you don't get to see much, but in the end, he ends up laying beside Ryu, all patched up, as he obviously got his ass handed to him by Guile. That's when they decide that they need to travel around and learn more techniques and to become better, because they might be better than just your average person, but when they meet a real fighter, they do not have a chance. So the first place they decide to go is Hong Kong. And it's there, if you know the games, it's there that they meet Chun-Li. And she's the daughter of the Hong Kong chief of police. And she was going to take them on a helicopter tour of the city, but Ken and Ryu want to go to a place called Kowloon Palace and enter a martial arts combat tournament. Ryu's the first to jump in, and he just cleans house on every challenger that steps up, which makes the owner extremely angry, and he sends out his best fighter, who gets defeated, and then the owner tells everyone watching to kill Ken and Ryu and Chun-Li, and then they make a break for it to get out of Kowloon Palace. So we spend the next episode of them trying to escape Kowloon Palace, and they run into a waves of henchmen and other gangs. And they finally, they're confronted by the owner. We'll call him the mafia boss. And he brings his 2 personal bodyguards, who are named Sodom and Gomorrah. And Ken and Ryu take them down. And just the last second, Chun-Li's dad shows up, who manages to save them. Because when the mafia boss gets cornered, he pulls a gun. And no matter how much martial arts you have, it's hard to take down a gun. And then they all get scolded and taken away back to Chun-Li's place. In the next episode, we get to meet Fei Long, who is a ringer for Bruce Lee. If you've played the games, you know what I mean. He always does those Bruce Lee type shouts, and he's very fast. But he is a movie star. And Chun-Li takes them to go meet him where they're shooting the movie. Fei Long wants to have very realistic fights in his movies, and the director's like, "We can't do it. There's no stuntmen that are good enough for you." So when Ken and Ryu meet Fei Long, he points at Ken and says, "I want to fight this guy," and Ken is more than happy to oblige. And they have a battle that lasts the whole episode. It's pretty crazy. If you're definitely into martial arts anime, this is one that'll satisfy you because it's so good. Lots of fighting, lots of techniques, lots of story added to the video game. I'm sure most of us have played Street Fighter 2. I mean, back in the day, I managed to play quite a bit, ate a lot of quarters in the early 90s when it showed up in the arcades. I know a lot of people were real good at it. You could get pretty far and people would challenge you, and you'd see who could get farthest on 1 quarter. Anyway, in the next episode, the guys take Chun-Li shopping, and Ryu meets a mysterious old man who uses ki to help out his health. And this intrigues Ryu. What it turns out to be is the study of Hado, and Ryu learns what ki is. And while Ryu is off trying to get the secrets of ki from the old man, we see Chun-Li at her father's dojo. And she's all dressed up, and she knows her way around fighting against some of the other students there. So Ryu comes back and explains to them what he learned from the old man. And they discover that the old man was a famous bodyguard who defeated many assassins because he would have to guard the high-ranking political people. In the next episode, there's a crime organization called Ashura, and they want to get rid of Chun-Li's father, whose name is Dorai. And that's because he's cutting into their profits by busting all their operations. So the gang comes right to his dojo and tries to kill him, but they're stopped by Fei Long, Ken, Ryu, and Chun-Li. And it was definitely a good fight watching that one. Some of the assassins are from Thailand, and they have studied in the Muay Thai fighting style, and that's when the guys learn that it's another thing they can try to practice up on. So they want to study it, so they travel to Thailand. Once again, just like the game, traveling to Thailand, who are they going to run into? Probably Sagat. Ashura gets revenge on them by putting heroin in Ryu's bag, and he gets sent to jail, where he gets a lesson in Muay Thai, and he meets Sagat in jail, because Sagat is put there as well. So, where are we here? Number... Yes. So he gets, Ryu gets a lesson in Muay Thai from Sagat. And then Ryu switches up his fighting technique, and Sagat realizes that this fella has a good fighting spirit, and he says that he's not going to fight him anymore, but he respects someone who has such a high fighting spirit. So, towards the end, they realize that... Ken manages to find out who framed Ryu, and they get him released from prison. But it was quite a long investigation for Ken to have to see who framed him. Also, Sagat points them in the direction as he sees that Ryu has a little scroll with him that talks about Hado. And he's like, if you want to learn about Hado, you should go to India. And of course, where else do they go in the game? Who's in India? It's Dalsim. So Ken and Ryu travel to India. On the way, they help out a doctor who's running a free clinic, as she is getting harassed by some punks, and they decide that they should help her out. Then they finally meet up with Dalsim, who doesn't want anything to do with them. He will not teach them because, as he describes them, they are beasts with an aggressive spirit, and they are unworthy. So they decide to stick around and befriend the villagers and try to impress Dalsim and show them that they're not just beasts. Well, there is a cave in the village that has a treasure inside, but it also has something else. They say it's cursed. And they say that inside the cave is a monster. What they don't realize is that the cave shows you what is inside your heart. So as the Tomb Raiders go in there to rob the treasure, they end up killing each other. And then there's only 2 survivors of that. So they decide to send Ken and Ryu in. And as Ken and Ryu go in, they find out what the secret of the cave is. They manage to get the treasure out of there and give it to the treasure hunters. The treasure hunters then realize that Dalsim is a little more powerful than he lets on. So they are defeated and the treasure is returned. And Ken and Ryu grow a little bit more. This shows that to Dalsim that they are worthy, and he is going to show them how to harness Hado. In the next episode, Dalsim teaches Ryu how to use Hado, and he learns how to do the Hadouken technique, but he cannot control it and thus could kill anyone without warning, and Ryu couldn't stop it. So he goes to the cave and to perfect his use of the Hadouken, since it's too risky otherwise, and he fights an imaginary Guile. And then after that, he fires the Hadouken at an imaginary Dalsim, since imagining opponents help him focus on where to shoot the Hadouken. After the Hadoken is fired, Ryu and Ken leave India to go to Spain since Dore was sent to Barcelona to receive an award for shutting down the Ashura crime syndicate. Chun-Li sends the letter for Ryu and Ken to come, and thus they do. So, in Spain, who are they going to run into? It's probably... Who do they refer to that as? Okay. So, this will be a little bit of a... In case you're not aware, in the Japanese version, the names are a little bit different than the American version. In Japan, M. Bison is the boxer, being modeled after Mike Tyson, but they didn't want to get in trouble with him, so they had to change the name. Also in the Japanese version, Balrog is the fellow with the claws, and he had his name changed. And then the leader is Vega, which in the American version is called M. Bison. So they switched these three around just to avoid legal issues, I'm guessing. So just so you're aware, they refer to him here as Vega, the evil matador Vega. So they're going to use the American names, not the Japanese names. And I don't know, I prefer the Japanese names. I prefer the boxer is M. Bison. So they're at a bullfight, and the matador Vega enters the bullfight arena to show off his skills at bullfighting. But he notices the beauty of Chun-Li the second he enters the arena and immediately develops affection for her. He gives her a rose before fighting the bull. He easily defeats the bull and then presents Chun-Li the bull's ear as proof of his victory. Yeah, Chun-Li becomes uneasy when around Vega after this incident. Ryu, Ken, and Chun-Li meet up with Vega a couple more times after the bullfighting arena. Each time Vega shows more affection towards Chun-Li. In the middle of the night when Chun-Li, Ryu, and Ken are sleeping, Vega sneaks into Chun-Li's hotel room and kisses her. Vega manages to cast a love potion over Chun-Li, where she will only focus on him via a daze each time she sees him. Vega manages to escape the room just as Ken notices someone in there. The episode ends as Ryu, Ken, and Chun-Li wake up. Okay, so there's our models of the characters. It's not exactly how they look like, though. I'm going to show the version that we're on here. Okay. A little better. Still doesn't have a good group shot. There we go. At the very back there, and sort of the background is Guile, and then Dalsim, Ken Ryu, Sagat's on the right-hand side. Below him is Vega. And then to the left is Chun-Li, and then Fei Long. So that's a little bit better. Like that. There we go. So, Ken's invited to a party by Vega, and he doesn't know Vega sent the letter. Ken and Chun-Li go to the party, while Ryu stays behind at the hotel practicing his Hadoken. When they reach the party, Chun-Li drifts off into a daze, and Ken, realizing that Vega is in the steel deathmatch cage in the middle of the room where the party is being held, accepts Vega's challenge to fight for the love of Chun-Li. Ken enters the ring and decides to fight Vega. Vega attacks Ken a few times as the episode ends. So these battles go for sometimes a couple episodes. It's pretty good. I like the fact that they've taken the time to animate a lot of what's going on, and that they will take the time to run it over a couple of episodes, just so we don't miss out on too much. So the battle between Ken and Vega continues, and Vega easily has the advantage as he breaks both of Ken's feet and also causes Ken to lose a lot of blood because of his claws. But despite this, Ken manages to fare pretty well against the Matador and manages to score a few hard hits in on Vega before Vega wears him down. Vega jumps atop the chandelier to use his ultimate attack, while Ken prepares to use his ultimate attack, the Shoryuken, on Vega. Just as the two are about to use their ultimate attacks on each other, the episode ends. Oh, cliffhanger, eh? Those of you that played the game, you'll remember Vega always jumps up on this cage and he comes diving down at you. Almost could not stop that attack. Ken and Vega battle reaches its end, and Ken uses the Shoryuken to finish Vega off. Ken falls to the ground after that, badly hurt. Chun-Li enters the cage after that, since the love potion put on by Vega has worn off. Ken and Chun-Li talk a bit, then Vega drops down from the chandelier when Ken's Shoryuken knocked him to. Vega wakes up for a brief moment here, and he tries to attack Ken, but he falls unconscious again just as he falls from the chandelier. Ken catches Vega on his back, and M. Bison, impressed with his skills, wants Zoltar, his assistant, to get his doctors to work on his recovery and bring him to his villa. Ryu continues to practice the Hadoken on the beach by the hotel he is staying in. Ken and Vega are taken into different rooms for recovery. Chun-Li finds this suspicious, questions Bison's doctors. The doctors give Ken a shot, which makes him sleep. Bison enters the room after that and tries to take Chun-Li to his villa. Chun-Li refuses to go and begins to attack Bison. Bison hurts her badly as the episode ends. He's quite the impossible force to take down. Very strong. So, Bison and Chun-Li fight. Chun-Li hits Bison twice, but just as she's about to escape, he teleports in front of her and strangles her until she loses consciousness due to lack of oxygen. Bison, realizing he went berserk with his psycho power, tells his assistant Zoltar to bring Chun-Li and Ken to his villa. Meanwhile, the assassin Cammy, who was hired by Balrog of Interpol, or so he claims, though in truth he is a Shadow Law agent, to kill Dorai, enters her hotel room next to where Dorai is staying. The reason for killing Dorai was because he was supposedly set up a new drug syndicate every time he smashed one, with himself as boss of those drug syndicates. Also, apparently, the chief of Interpol, Barak, agreed to this hit, but said that it has to be a secret. Dorai was sent to lead the investigation of the Shadow Law crime syndicate. Just as Cammy is about to kill Dorai, the episode ends. We're getting to see everybody here. At least once. Everybody makes an appearance. Ken's father sends 2 special commandos from the U.S. military, Guile and Nash, to rescue Ken from Bison. The reason Mr. Masters found out about Ken's abduction is because Bison called him and demanded $1 billion ransom in exchange for Ken. The money was needed because it would give Bison and Shadow Law the money they lost when Dorai shut down Ashura. Guile and Ash enter a helicopter after being briefed by Mr. Masters' friend from college in order to quickly get to Spain to rescue Ken from Bison. Meanwhile, Dorai is attacked by Cammy and is presumably killed by the assassination attempt. He manages to survive. On the beach, Ryu is attacked by Shadow Law wrestler Zangief, sent by Bison to take Ryu to Bison's headquarters. So Zangief shows up now. Ryu and Zangief fight for a brief time on the beach. Zangief, with the help of the Shadow Law driver, knocks out Ryu and puts him in the truck, which he came. Just as Zangief puts Ryu in the truck, Guile and Nash land nearby, and Zangief and the Shadow Law driver quickly escape with Ryu before Guile and Nash can confront them. Guile and Nash search the castle that Vega and Ken were in before being worked on by Bison's physicians to see if they can find Ken. The place is thoroughly cleaned out, and thus their search is futile. Meanwhile, Ryu and Bison fight each other as Ryu awakens awakes to find himself in Shadow Law's headquarters. Ryu fights Bison to no avail as Bison easily overpowers him. Ryu is taunted by Bison into using his Hadouken, and when he is about to fire it, Bison uses his Psycho Power to cause Ryu to lose control of the Hadouken. The Hadouken explodes, and this, combined with the energy of Bison's Psycho Power, knocks Ryu unconscious. Okay, so it's just like he's testing Ryu. So Ryu has the next episode. Ryu has cyber chip planted on his forehead by Bison. Zoltar created the chip to create Shadow Law warriors for Bison. These cyber chips control the subject's higher brain functions, and thus, as long as the cyber chip is on their forehead, Bison can control the subject as he pleases, as Zoltar demonstrates by getting a test subject to bang his head against the wall and kill himself. With Ryu under Bison's control and Ken unconscious and chained in a bed, Guile and Nash will have to hurry in order to rescue Ken from Bison. Meanwhile, Fei Long learns of Dorai's supposed death and rushes to the hospital to see him. He was in Barcelona because he was on a film. He was filming a movie there. Interpol Chief Barrack explains the situation to Fei Long, and Fei Long wishes to help Barrack protect Dorai from future assassination attempts since he is still alive. Ken is continually having nightmares of Chun-Li being strangled by Bison, and this begins to awaken his ki and his ability to tap Hado. After much nightmares, Ken finally wakes up, although weaker than ever, and summons the Hado Shoryuken and manages to free himself from the chains, as well as bust a hole in the ceiling in order to escape from the room. After escaping, Ken eventually begins to make his way deeper into the fortress in hopes of finding Ryu and Chun-Li. Ken makes his way to the main room of the headquarters, where he is separated from Chun-Li and Ryu via a wall. Balrog summons Cammy to the hospital. Since Dorai survived her assassination attempt and Balrog wants him dead, Cammy begins to have suspicions on Balrog, but still follows her orders for now. Bison orders Ryu to focus his ki to do the Hadouken. Ryu keeps doing the Hadouken for quite a while, and Guile and Nash infiltrate the fortress to get inside and rescue Ken from Bison. Ken slowly but surely summons enough rage to use the Hado Shoryu to break the wall between him and Ryu. Ken, after breaking the wall, tries to convince Ryu to come with him, but Ryu doesn't answer and stands there glaring evilly at Ken. Ken knows something wrong with Ryu, but doesn't know what. So, we're heading into the final stretch here. There's about 5 episodes left, and that's fight to the finish. So the fight between Guile and Zangief continues as Guile continues to struggle in defeating Zangief. He managed to defeat Zangief after a while. Fei Long and Cammy continue their fight. Fei Long determined to protect Dorai from Cammy. Ryu and Ken continue their fight. No signs of it coming to an end. Ken continues to try to convince Ryu to turn back to normal, though to no avail. Eventually, Nash fights his way into the room of the fortress where he finds Bison. He confronts Bison, boldly shooting a bullet into his heart. Bison uses Psycho Power to render the bullet useless. After Bison attacks Nash relentlessly and eventually chokes him, Nash doesn't survive the choke and dies because of it. Ryu and Ken are still continuing their fight. Guile eventually finds his way to the control room where he finds his friend Charlie Nash dead from Bison. Guile, realizing Bison kills Nash, rushes in to attack him with extreme rage. Bison uses Psycho Power to blast Guile back to the entrance of the room where Guile stays for quite a while. Fei Long and Cammy continue to fight for the life of Dorai, although Fei Long reveals to Cammy that Shadow Law has sent her to kill Dorai because he kept foiling their plans. Cammy did not know she was hired by a Shadow Law agent, and so she believes Fei Long's words. Cammy goes to the hotel room where Balrog is staying and begins to question his motives. He eventually reveals to her that he set her up, pointing a gun at her just as he is about to kill her. Fei Long and Barak busts the door down, and Cammy kicks Balrog's gun out of his hand while he is distracted by the intrusion. Barak says Balrog is under arrest, but before he is arrested, Cammy attacks Balrog for tricking her, nearly killing him. She decides to hand him over to Fei Long and thanks him for telling her the truth. Ryu and Ken finally finish their battle by using the Hado Shoryu and Hado against each other. The resulting blast of energy knocks the cyber chip off Ryu's forehead, and thus he returns to normal. Guile gets back up from Bison's psycho power that he was hit with previously and faces him again. Bison is amused by this, but sends Chun-Li to fight Guile, as he doesn't have time to fight. Guile personally, and Ryu and Ken eventually meet up with Guile and Chun-Li in the control room of the fortress. Their reunion is short-lived because Bison's eagle head transports Guile and Chun-Li outside to continue their battle. It teleports Ryu, Ken, and Bison into the focal point of the universe where all the power in the universe flows, although it is not seen until the next episode. Guile and Chun-Li battle outside while Ryu, Ken, and Bison in the focal point of the universe, basically just another dimension that Bison's eagle head sends them to. There, Ryu and Ken seem destined to lose because of Bison's overwhelming psycho power. And Ken's fighting abilities are no match for Bison, and Guile is losing tremendously to Chun-Li since the cyber chip has made her a much more powerful opponent than she was without it. Bison uses Psycho Crusher and double knee press attacks to overpower Ken and Ryu, severely wounding both of them. They eventually find the strength needed to carry on thanks to their Hado powers. Ken uses Hado Shoryu to weaken Bison substantially, and this also knocked the cyber chip off Chun-Li's head, allowing Ryu to finish them off with a Whirlwind Hurricane Kick, followed by Rising Dragon Punch, and eventually a Hadoken. Hadoken connected because Bison was distracted all the time as he was charging for another Psycho Crusher attack. After Bison is gone, Ryu and Ken go back to America. Then Ryu sails to an unknown location, though it is presumably his home in Japan. And that is the synopsis for the entire series of Street Fighter. You get to see a lot of characters. You get to see Ryu, Ken, Chun-Li, Cammy, Bison, Sagat. Even Akuma makes an appearance, not doing anything, but he's just sort of an Easter egg in the background. So that is that. I would definitely recommend sitting down, having a watch. I found this series when it first came out. It was on VHS. I managed to buy them all. And I've seen it on DVDs. It's from Manga Entertainment. It only gets a 66 mean score. I mean, I thought it was a little better than that. It is television animation, but at least it's got good battles in it. Yeah. It's nice to see they follow the video game as everyone is in their respective countries waiting to battle. And yes, the name change. The name change sometimes throws people off. But it makes sense, I guess, if they want to avoid any trouble. And it's nice to know that there are others out there as well. You've got the animated movie, but there's also... Where did I see that? I thought I saw Street Fighter. Okay, let's see. We got Street Fighter, Street Fighter 2 V, Street Fighter Alpha, Street Fighter 0, Super Street Fighter 4, Street Fighter 2 the movie, Street Fighter 2. Okay, so we got lots. We got lots to enjoy. I have seen Street Fighter Alpha as well. Plot for that is Ryu, the current Street Fighter champion, must overcome the power of the Dark Hado, which consumed Akuma, the brother of his sensei Gokuen. Plus, he deals with the unexpected arrival of Shun, a young boy who proclaims to be his long-lost brother. There's only 2 episodes, 45 minutes an episode. So that's a short one to watch and enjoy. It's based upon characters in Capcom's best-selling video game Street Fighter Alpha and Street Fighter Alpha 2. Let's see. Oh. Street Fighter US TV. Oh, that doesn't look very good. Oh, yeah. Someone got a hold of it and decided to do their own. Who was it for, anyway? Who was the production company there? USA Network. Okay, so that's the American version of Street Fighter. Don't know how good it is, never seen it. Street Fighter 02. Okay, that's another good one, it looks like. When Ryu returns to pay homage to his deceased mentor, Gokuen, he is tormented by disturbing memories of his master's killer. In a quest to become a true martial arts master, Ryu sets out to hone his street fighting skills and deliver himself from the haunting legacy of the Dark Hado. But the ultimate test of his new power can only be accomplished through one last fateful confrontation with his arch nemesis, Goki, or Akuma. That is 50 minutes. It's just one episode. A lot of these are pretty short. So it sounds like it would be just a good, quick little watch to get your martial arts fix. At least your animated martial arts fix. So, has anyone seen any Street Fighter shows? Any Street Fighter animated shows? I mean, they've been out for quite a while. Also, I think I prefer the Japanese intro of Street Fighter as opposed to the dubbed intro. But that's just me. Definitely highly recommend that anybody who's interested in martial arts, give that a watch. It's certainly a fun time. They've got some good music. They've got some good action sequences. And it looks like when it 14th highest rated in 1995 and 12th most popular in 1985. So that's pretty good. I don't see a lot of usually you don't see a lot of martial arts shows doing that high, but that's pretty good. Well, seems I've managed to go over this enough. That's what I like about Street Fighter 2V. So next week, same thing. Saturday will be gaming with me. I will be doing some Game Gear games because that's a fun little handheld console. And then next Sunday will be Sunday Anime Chat once again. and I hope that you'll all join me. I really appreciate Comic Relief Crusader showing up. It's good to see you. And DJ Ronnie G, always good to have you stop by. Make sure you guys smack that like button. Give a subscribe if you can. And if you want to see other good content out there, go and visit their channels. Visit the Comic Relief Crusader and visit DJ Ronnie G. Visit Blaine's Escape Corner. Visit their Nerdporial Lifeform. All these fellas out there doing hard work to bring you good quality content. And with that, I would just like to say thank you, everyone, and have yourself an excellent week. This is the Pop Culture Mechanic signing off.